Hello everyone, welcome to course study on solid mechanics. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the numericals based on the shaft subjected to combined bending moment as well as the twisting moment. So remember that in the last lecture, we have derived the formula for the equivalent torque, and equivalent torque can be given by mathematically Te is equal to under root of m square plus t square. Okay, so where m is nothing but it is the bending moment and t is nothing but the twisting torque, and te is the equivalent torque. Based on this, today we are going to solve the numericals of equivalent torque. So the problem statement is as follows: a solid circular shaft of diameter 100 mm is subjected to a bending moment of 12 kN meter and a shear force of 10 kN in addition to a torque of 10 kN meter at a section. Find the maximum normal stress and the shear stress in the section. Okay, so as per the given data, we can say that a solid circular shaft is subjected to both bending moment of 12 kN meter and a shear force of 10 kilonewton along with the torque of 10 kilonewton meter. So it is a case of equivalent torque. It is a case of equivalent torque. Okay, so as per the given data, we have a solid circular shaft of diameter 100 mm. So the diameter is 100 mm. Bending moment is 12 kilonewton meter, so it will become 12 into 10 raised to 6 newton mm. The value of shear force is also given, it is 10 kilonewton, so 10 into 10 raised to 3 newton, and the value of torque is 10 kilonewton meter, again it is 10 into 10 raised to 6 newton mm. Okay, from given data we have to find out the value of maximum normal stress and the shear stress in the section. Okay, so first of all we will calculate the value of I, because we know the value of diameter. So I can be given by it's a moment of inertia pi by 64 into d raised to 4. Okay, therefore on putting the value of diameter we will get the value of I, and I is 490 into 10 raised to 4 mm raised to 4. Okay, in the same manner, first of all we will find out the value of polar moment of inertia also, and it can be given by 2 into I. Okay, so on putting the value of I, which we have already find out, 2 into 490 into 10 raised to 4, we will give you the value of J. It is 980 into 10 raised to 4 mm raised to 4. So in this manner, first of all we have find out the value of I, moment of inertia, and J is the polar moment of inertia. Okay, so in the numerical it is given that it is subjected to a bending moment of 12 kilonewton meter. Okay, so from that particular bending moment we are going to find out the value of maximum bending stress, and it can be given by sigma maximum equal to m upon I into y. It is a bending stress formula or the flexural formula. Okay, so on putting the value of m, it is 12 into 10 raised to 6 into y is 50, because y is nothing but it is the radius that we have discussed while deriving the formula of m square under root of m square plus t square. Okay, and the value of I is 490 into 10 raised to 4. Okay, therefore the sigma maximum can be given by 122.47 in 47 newton per mm square. Remember that this is the value of maximum bending stress, because the value of y which we have considered is the value of capital R. Okay, so it will be the extreme fiber, from the top also and from the bottom also. So whatever the answer we will get for the bending stress, it is the maximum one. Okay, now the maximum normal stress will be the at the top and bottom fiber. So as discussed this particular point, this is the value of maximum normal or the bending stress. The value of flexural shear stress will be 0 at these levels. Okay, now it is the concept of shear stress, and at the extreme fiber the value of shear stress is always 0. Okay, therefore now we are going to find out the value of shear stress due to the torque. We are going to find out the value of shear stress due to the value of torque, and it is 10 kilonewton meter. Therefore by using torsional formula we have the maximum shear stress given by T into R upon J. Remember that this R is nothing but it is the capital R. Don't consider it as a small r, you consider it as a capital R. So it can be given by T capital R upon J. Therefore, the value of T is 10 into 10 raised to 6. The value of R is radius, it is half of the diameter, so it is 50 mm. Value of J is 980 into 10 raised to 4. So in this manner, we will get the value of tau maximum, that is 51 Newton per mm square. Okay, so as per the given data, first of all we have find out the value of maximum bending stress from the bending moment. After that we have find out the value of maximum shear stress based on the value of torque which is given in the numerical. Now we will find out the value of principal stress, maximum principal stress we are going to find out. Okay, and it is denoted by the letter sigma 1. Okay, so don't consider this formula directly, sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus minus under root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 bracket square plus tau xy square. You directly consider this formula as sigma 1 is equal to sigma maximum divided by 2 plus minus under root of sigma maximum divided by 2 bracket square plus tau square. Okay, so you use this particular formula to find out the value of principal stress. Okay, therefore we have the value of sigma maximum. Don't consider sigma x and sigma y. Actually this is the value of principal stress of part A, and for the equivalent torque the value of principal stress can be given by sigma maximum or sigma divided by 2 plus minus under root of sigma divided by 2 bracket square plus tau square. Okay, so this is the formula, you use this particular formula, don't go through the sigma x and sigma y. Okay, therefore sigma 1 is equal to sigma maximum divided by 2, that is 122.47 divided by 2 plus under root of 122.47 divided by 2 bracket square plus the value of tau which we have find out is 51. So it will become 51 square. So the value of principal stress will become 141 Newton per mm square or megapascal. So in this manner we have find out the value of principal stress. Okay, this will be the maximum normal stress at the top and bottom of the fiber. Okay, so all of you know that it will act at the extreme fiber, top and bottom fiber. Now in the numerical the value of shear force is also given. Okay, therefore at the neutral axis the flexural shear stress due to the shear force of 10 kilonewton is maximum, and that can be given by tau maximum is equal to 4 by 3 of tau average. This is the formula for the circular cross section. The value of maximum shear stress for a circular cross section can be given by 4 upon 3 tau average. Okay, therefore it will become 4 upon 3 into tau average is nothing but shear force upon the cross sectional area. So the value of shear force is 10 into 10 raised to 3 and the cross sectional area is pi by 4 into d square or directly pi r square. Okay, so from that also you will get the value of maximum shear stress 1.7 Newton per mm square. Okay, so whatever the value we have find out, it is at the neutral axis, and in this case whatever the value of tau maximum we have find out, it is at the extreme fiber. Okay, so by mistakenly I have added this value, so don't consider this particular step, you neglect this particular step. Don't add 51 plus 1.7 because 51 it is at the extreme fiber whereas 1.7 it is at the neutral axis. So don't add those two values. We will directly find out the value of maximum shear stress, and it can be given by plus minus, the formula is plus minus under root of sigma maximum divided by 2 bracket square plus tau maximum square. Okay, remember that all those formulae we have already discussed, so your job is to remember, your job is to mug up all those particular formulas. Okay, therefore tau maximum can be given by 79.83 Newton per mm square. This will be the maximum shear stress which is developed into the section. So as per the given data, and as per the question we have find out the value of principal stress. Okay, it is 141 newton per mm square, and the value of maximum shear stress is 79.83 newton per mm square. Okay, so this is all about the numerical one. Now we are going to solve the numerical second. The problem statement is as follows: design a solid circular shaft which is subjected to a bending moment of 20 kilonewton meter and a torque of 12 kilonewton meter at a section. The maximum normal stress and the shear stress in the section are limited to 150 MPa and 120 MPa respectively. Okay, so as per the given data we have a solid circular shaft. Okay, and it is subjected to a bending moment of 20 kilonewton meter. Again the value of bending moment is given. It is also subjected to a torque of 12 kilonewton meter at a section, so it is a case of equivalent torque. The value of maximum normal stress and the shear stress, it is already given in the numerical. It is 150 MPa and 120 MPa respectively. Okay, so as the value of maximum normal stress, remember that this is the value of sigma maximum. This is the value of sigma maximum. Our value of sigma maximum should not be greater than 150 MPa. In the same way, the value of maximum shear stress is also given. It is 120 MPa, so it is tau maximum. Okay, so as the value of sigma maximum and the tau maximum is given, okay, so we will find out the value of diameter. Design a solid circular shaft means we have to find out the diameter, so that can be find out by using the concept of equivalent torque. Therefore, from the concept of equivalent torque we have Te is equal to under root of m square plus t square. Okay, so value of m is under root of 20 square plus t value is under root of 12 square. Okay, so it will become 23.33 kilonewton meter. Remember that it is in kilonewton meter. Okay, now assume d as a diameter of the shaft, and that we have to design, that we have to find out. Therefore, as d is the diameter of the shaft, the value of j, it's a polar moment of inertia, can be given by pi by 32 d raised to 4. Okay, therefore on putting the value of j, on putting the value of Te, we will get the value of maximum shear stress. Okay, therefore by using the torsional formula or by using the equivalent torque formula, we have tau maximum is equal to, remember that don't consider it as a t, it is Te into r. It is Te into r, because in the numerical the value of maximum shear stress is given. Okay, so when we will consider the maximum shear stress, in that case you use the formula of equivalent torque, and you always use the formula of equivalent bending moment. Okay, therefore this formula is T maximum, which is equal to Te into r upon j. So you use this particular formula to find out the value of maximum shear stress. Actually we are not going to find out the value of maximum shear stress, we have to find out the value of diameter. Okay, therefore tau maximum is equal to Te into r upon j. So you put the value of Te, which we have already find out, you put the value of r, that is radius is nothing but it is the half of the diameter, therefore it will become d by 2. It will become d by 2. Okay, the value of j is pi by 32 d raised to 4. On solving this equation, we have this particular equation, 16 into 23.33 into 10 raised to 6 upon pi d cube. Okay, so in the numerical the value of maximum shear stress is given, therefore this value will be 120 newton per mm square. So 120 is equal to 16 into 23.33 into 10 raised to 6 divided by pi d cube is the equation. On solving this equation, we have the value of diameter 99.67 mm. 99.67 mm. So this is the value of diameter which we have find out by using the torsional formula, by using the value of shear stress, maximum shear stress. Okay, now we also have, we are going to find out the value of diameter based on the equivalent bending moment formula. In the first case we have derived it by using equivalent torque formula, Now we are going to find out it by using the equivalent bending moment formula. Okay, and that can be given by me is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket m plus under root of m square plus t square. This is the original formula. Me is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket m plus under root of m square plus t square. So all of you know that under root of m square plus t square is nothing but it is the equivalent torque. Therefore, that formula will become me is equal to 1 upon 2 m plus te. Okay, therefore again we will put the value of m, it is 20. We will put the value of equivalent torque, it is 23.33 kilonewton meter. Therefore on solving this equation we have 21.665 kilonewton meter. Okay, so in this manner we have find out the value of equivalent bending moment. Once you know the value of equivalent bending moment, by using bending stress formula for the maximum value, we have sigma maximum is equal to m upon I into r. Okay, so on putting the value of m, on putting the value of radius, and on putting the value of moment of inertia, okay, we will have this particular equation. Because the value of sigma maximum is also given in the numerical, we will have this particular equation. Okay, so on solving this equation we have d is equal to 113.7 mm. Okay, so in this manner we have find out the value of two diameter based on the maximum shear stress, and the second one based on the maximum bending stress. Okay, so which value we have to consider for the design purpose? The larger of the two values should be taken as a answer. Okay, so among these two value we will consider the largest one. Okay, so 113.7 mm is the largest value, so it is equivalent to 114 mm. It is equivalent to 114 mm. So in this way we will find out the value of diameter based on the maximum shear stress and diameter based on the maximum bending stress. Okay, in the next lecture we will discuss the concept of shaft subjected to axial force and the twisting moment. Okay, so we will stop here. Thank you.